Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome, and to my returning subscribers, thank you for being here as usual. So on today's video, I'm going to be doing a computer science related video. I know that it's been a while since I've done that and I'm apologizing, right? So on today's video, I'm just going to be teaching you how to manage multiple courses as a computer science student. Not only for computer science, but more of the things I would say is relating to computer science. If you're studying another course, you can actually watch this video. So on this video, I'm just going to be sharing different ways to manage multiple courses, like 3 ways basically that works for me. So before I get into it, I would like you to know that you have to put in the work and you have to know your type of person. You have to know, oh, am I good at calculations? Am I good at coding? Do I assimilate things fast? And things like that. But as we go on, I believe that light will come. Yeah, so let's get into it. It's not brand new news that in Nigerian universities, we have multiple courses. Per semester, a person can take 10 to 12 courses or even 15, right? That happened to me while I was in school. So it's not really easy to balance those things. So you have to like give priority to some courses, and every course requires like attention, but you still have to give priority to some courses. So that's why I'm doing this. It's just for you to manage your multiple courses so that none of the courses is lagging, even the small ones, even the big ones, everyone, everything has attention, everything is given priority, right? So let's get into it. So the first way is for you to group your courses according to the level. I I I put it as grouping your courses according to the severity, like whether it's difficult or hard or it's medium. Medium meaning it's not so hard, it's not so easy, then easy. So for each point I will make, I will give an illustration definitely. So let's get into it. So I'm saying that imagine you have like 15 courses, right? Let's do 12 because I'm going to use an 100 level students as an example for this first point. And this 100 level students has like 10 courses, right? So the 100 level students has to like, for this category, has to like divide the courses into these categories I've mentioned before: hard, medium, and easy. Hard meaning that okay, this thing is hard for me, and more time and more work is required for this. Medium is like okay, time is still required, work is but not as much as the other. Easy, you know, you are putting minimal time and work to it. So you're not ignoring anyone. Everything requires time, but it's just giving more time to each of the category. So for too much shall I, let's just get into it. So let's say we have a yeah, we have an 100 level student called Coyote, right? I hope you guys can see this is Coyote. This will be so painful if you guys can see it. This is Coyote, right? Coyote is in 100 level, and let's say Coyote has 10 courses, right? Let's just say CS 111, CS 122, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 62, 4, 6, 8. This is 9. Then let's say 120. CSE 120. So Cardi has CSE 111, 122, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, and 120 as courses for a semester. And Heidi wants to study. Note, if you want to use this category that I mentioned, this first category I mentioned, you have to be familiar with your courses. You should have attended the class, you should have opened your note and be familiar with certain things. So, because if you don't open something, how will you know if it's hard or easy or medium for you? So you have to like be familiar with certain things. You should have attended your classes, you should have studied by yourself, you should have opened up so you just know that okay, this this is what I consider difficult. So I'm just saying that you have to be familiar with your courses to know whether this thing is hard for you, easy for you, and other stuff. So this is what Kayode should know. So let's say Kayode has been attending classes, Kayode has been um attending classes and is very familiar with this course. Then Kayode wants to study, right? Kayode will now come and let's do this together. Come here, do this, do this. So let's call this difficult. Let's do medium, and let's do easy, right? So let's say Kayode finds CSC 111 difficult, CSC 122 difficult, CSC 120 difficult, CSC 117 difficult. And Kayode also finds CSC 112 easy, CSC 113 easy, and CSC 115 easy. So Kayode finds CSC 116 easy. So at the end of the day, Kayode has to give more time and more work to this. Then it's also giving time and work to this, and this is going to give lesser time to this. It's not ignoring anything, but it's giving more time to the difficult. Then it's giving time to this, but not as much time for difficult. It's also giving lesser time to this. So you are not ignoring this. And note again, for someone that is familiar with their person, not someone that is just opening the notes, right? So that is how this one works. So if you have any question, if you need any help, drop it in the comment section. So let's go to the second category, which is grouping according to the type. So I said this is for computer science students, so this is where I get into the more computer science stuff. So for computer science students, we have like different type of courses. We have the coding courses, because I mean you're computer science students, you still have to code while in school, and you have calculation courses, courses that require you to do mathematics and all those stuff. Then finally, courses that allow you to read. Yes, in computer science, you still have to read. You still have to read like I'm reading for biology, right? So this is according to type. So you are grouping according to type. And for someone that wants to use this, the person has to know like themselves, okay, do I assimilate things fast? Am I good in calculation? Is coding very easy for me? Because you know that if you're not good at coding, you know that okay, you're going to give more time to coding. If you are not good at assimilating things fast, you have to give more time to reading. So if you're good at coding, you give less time to those things. Do you get me? So I hope you guys understand. So we're saying calculation, coding, and reading. So if I'm able, me Elizabeth, if I'm able to assimilate things fast, I will have to give less time to the reading courses. As coding is difficult for me, I'm going to put more time, put more efforts to coding. And if um calculation is difficult for me, put more time and effort. For me, my 200 level particularly, that's when my major breakthrough came my from calculation. I wasn't so good at calculation, I'll never lie. So I gave more time, like step by step. I even gonna ask someone like line by line. I gave more efforts to like the calculation, 'cause I was not so strong at calculation. Neither was I so strong at coding, but I just watched some YouTube tutorial, I just focus on it and all those stuff. So let's get into it. So let's say joy, right? Joy is in 200 level. And let's just say joy has 12 courses. Let's say CSC 211, 212, 213, 214, 215, 216, and this is 3 6 220, 221, 224. I hope you guys can hear me. 225, 226, and 227. So these are the courses are that Joy is offering. So let's say from CSC 221 to 22 221 to 214 are reading courses. Then let's say CSC 215 and 26 are coding courses. Then 221 and 220 and 221 are math. Then let's say this one is an elective like general courses, and let's say this is optional. So it's not we're not just focusing on this elective and optional. We'll still put them somewhere, but this will work in our next category, which will be after this. So we'll come here and do calculation or math, and we'll do reading here, and we'll do coding here. So we know that CS reading will come here 211, 212, 213, 214. 215 will be here, and 216, and 220, and 221. It says we are doing based on calculation, reading, and coding. So you have to know yourself, right? So if me, I'm good at coding, I know that less time is going to coding. If you're good at reading, you can assimilate things fast. You know that less time is going to reading. If you are good at everything, then less time to relax. But if you are good in one, more time to the two. If you are good in two, more time to the one. So I hope you guys get me. So if I'm good at something, the ones that I'm not good at, I'm giving more time to it. I'm not still ignoring the one I'm good at. I still have to like do it, because sometimes you know when something is easy, when you not see the exam, you don't particularly remember what was it. So just still give attention to every course. Right? Welcome to the final part. This is the third category. This is the one that people majorly focus on, and that's we are grouping according to units. So for in the university, if you're not in the university yet, but I know that people in the university know this, that your courses are actually based on the units, right? So for example, projects and your IT. IT is what you do to show your own. You don't. It's the bridge between classroom and real life world. So like you are going for that one for 6 months. So a 6 units project is also 6 units, 6 units. Then we have other courses that just carry big things like 3 units, 2 units, 1 unit, and 0 units. And we're not ignoring any course, right? We're not ignoring any course in this thing. So even your 0 unit course, even if you fail a 0 unit course, it won't affect your CGPA, but you still have to carry it to like. Do you get? So you still have to give priority to everything. You still have to pay attention to everything. So it's just based on units. 2 units, you have 2 units course, 3 units course, 1 unit course, 0 units, and also 6 units. So for your IT, when you are doing your IT defense, put in all the effort, put all the slides, try to do things and involve yourself. Your project too. That's one of the things that even made me to graduate. Is what I graduated with. Yes, I still graduated the first class, but it was still like it could have been higher. The CGPA could have been higher than that. I got a B in my project. It was 6 units. So yeah. So just put so much effort in your projects. Do all they're supposed to do with all your mind, your slides, your preparation, your everything. Just put in so much effort to it. So we're saying that we want to do 6 units. So you know that for the 3 units, I want to get all A's, right? For the 2 units, I also want to get all A. 1 unit, I also want to get A. 0 units, I also want to get A. Even if I get B in 0 units, I don't mind. I mean, it doesn't like affect my result. But it's just people just want to target the big ones and get A's, because that those are the ones that will actually affect your results in the long run. For example, if you have a D in your 3 unit course, to take it down, there's one time that I was supposed to get a 5.0. I had I think it was a 2 unit course that I had a B in. It just now gave me 4.8 something. I also had a B in another something, so it was just it also units actually matter. So don't let me yap too much. Let's get into it. So let's consider, let's do for 400 level now. Let's say is um Temi. Let's say Temi is a 400 level student. Yes. So we know that in 400 level you don't have as much courses as before. So let's say Temi has 7 courses. So let's 10 410 projects. Let's say 411, 412, 413, 420, 421. We said 7 2, then 423. So we're going to do based on units, right? So we're doing 6 units because the project is 6 units, 3 units, 2 units, 1 unit, and 0 units. So 410 is project. Let's do 411 and 412 as 3 units. 413 and 420 and 421. Let's just add one more. 444. And that 444 will be 0 units and 423 here. So for this 6 units, I know it's just 6 units, it's just one under. You have to put your power, your mind, your effort into this one, right? Then you also, you know that after you're putting more effort to it, you're putting more effort to this. Like for this two, you put so much effort. For 6 and 3, you put so much effort, as well as everything still requires like your effort, right? But you know that you're putting so much more efforts into like some specific ones, like your 6 units, your 3 units, and you know that you're putting even time here too, but not as much for this. But again, you also, what if because it's difficult for you, you still have to put more effort. So at the end of the day, everything requires your effort, everything requires your attention and things like that. So I hope I've been able to bring light to you. I pray I hope you understood everything that I said. At the end of the day, everything requires effort. Like you can't man over. Yes, you may be very smart, but at the same time, you still need like effort, time, be able to prioritize. You need to balance your time, balance your courses, smart work. So yeah, I hope I've been able to help someone out to manage their courses. And if you need any help, do well to send a mail. Don't hold back. And drop a comment, share, like, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And if you're new here, you're really welcome. And see you guys in another video. Bye.